Hey everybody, Glad Younes again here for my reoccurring video blog on PressBoxOnline.com. Thank you to our sponsor, CarBiz. Check them out as always online, CarBiz.com. On all their social platforms at CarBiz. PressBoxOnline.com is where you can find me, this blog on YouTube as well. Okay, Ravens get a win. They are now 3-7 on the season. They do so the day that Ed Reed gets honored. Very special weekend for him, for Ravens fans, for myself. We don't need to get into that. We know what Ed means to this community and sort of my role there as well. Unbelievable weekend. Got to give a shout out first to the Baltimore Ravens, first-class organization. We all understand how they operate their business, and they do it as best as anybody in the business. So from me to you, whatever that means, shout out to the Baltimore Ravens. As far as the team goes on Sunday, boys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, that was a terrible game. Like, that's just disgusting football. From a pure, 13-0 in the fourth quarter, comeback, resilient victory, we love it. The idea that Joe Flacco tore his ACL and his MCL and decided to play those final plays and get them into field goal range where Justin Tucker kicks another game-winning field goal for the Ravens to beat the Rams in Baltimore, that's all great and that's all wonderful. And it's nice that when Ray was in the house, they get a dub. When Ed was in the house, the Ravens get a dub. I think that sort of doesn't mean much in the one thought. Then the larger thought is those guys mean so much, the aura around them, the vibe that they bring, who they are as people, as winners. It's just kind of interesting that those are the guys that bring W's into M&T Bank Stadium, right? So there's that thought. But then there's the actual, let's just talk about this year, right now, this football team, okay? 8 years, never missing a start. Joe Flacco, what a stud. ACL, MCL, we now know that he's obviously going to be out for, no doctor, 10 months. 8 months, 10 months, 12 months. I don't know that he's going to miss the start of the season. I think that's to be determined going forward next year. But for this year, and Justin Forsett with the forearm sticking out, that's as gruesome as it gets. It leads you to believe that sort of events in the football world know that this just ain't the year for the Baltimore Ravens, and let's leave it alone. We've talked for weeks and weeks here on this blog about the idea of tanking, whether it's on purpose, whether it's strategic, whether it's just because they don't have talent. Forget the word tanking. Let's just talk about wins and losses. It was a nice thing to get a win on Sunday with the Ed Reed Ring of Honor ceremony. There's no doubt about it. There is absolutely no reason except for personal pride, and that's a big deal, for the Ravens to win a bunch of games the rest of the year. And now with Joe Flacco out, now with Justin Forsett out, it's really time to empty the benches, get the last 20 guys in onto the field, see what depth you have. There are so many holes and so many gaps. I'm not even going to sit here and talk about the draft. I'm a month ahead of the entire city's talking points dialogue, the media, whether it's print, whether it's television, whether it's radio, and you guys know it. I've been way ahead of the curve on the gaps that need to be filled, the lack of talent, the idea of winning versus losing. I've been way ahead on that. Way ahead. Month, maybe more. When the season started, everyone's like, Super Bowl, I said, stop. It's not going to happen. And it's archived. You can watch it and find out. I'm not even going there. I'm telling you, it's time now to assess what you have on this team talent-wise, figure out if the people who put these players on this team were right or wrong with the talent they have, the depth they have, figure it out, and let's move forward so you know what to do with this team in 2016, 2017, and 2018. Because what you see now isn't for 16, it's for 17 and 18. It just is. You always got to plan for a year or two or three down the road, especially as it relates to contracts, especially as it relates to talent development. So after a Ravens field goal win on Sunday against the St. Louis Rams, my thought, is it next week or the following or the following? My thought is 2017 and 2018. Would love to hear your thoughts. Again, congratulations to the Ravens for honoring Ed Reed. Congratulations to Ed Reed and your family and your group for an unbelievable weekend. Honor well deserved. Well done, Baltimore Ravens, honoring one of the greats of all time, not just in Baltimore, but in the entire league. That'll do it for me. Thanks again to our sponsor, CarBiz. Check them out online, carbiz.com. And as always, you can find me right here on PressBoxOnline.com. Till next time, I'll talk to you.